Hey there, folks. Welcome back to the Gamer's Grotto. Today we're going to be playing The Medium. This game is a really cool game. This is by Bloober Team, who created the Blair Witch game, Layers of Fear, and Observer. So they're very familiar with survival horror and horror aspect games. This one is less on the horror department and more on the adventure game department. So there is horror elements in it, but it's mainly an adventure game. So in this you play a medium who can communicate with spirits. This game just came out for the PS5. It's been out for about a year for the Xbox Series X. And yeah, so this game just came out today. We're going to be jumping right into this right now.
It all starts with a dead girl. Ever since I was little, I've had this dream. It's the end of summer. A girl is running through the woods. The moon, the scent of pines. And then the gunshot. It always felt so real. The blood on my cheek, the cold sweat running down my skin. I'd managed to convince myself it really happened. This scar of a memory. But part of me I could never fully understand. Well, that wasn't the only part. No wonder people used to think I was strange. If they only knew. That day when the phone rang, it was the hardest day of my life. The day I went home to say goodbye to my father. Dress him up for his last journey. Put him in a suit, fix his tie. Simple. Just the things he did every day. But looking through his stuff wasn't easy. I needed a moment to pull myself together. I was almost ready. I just had to find his special tie clip.
October 2nd, Memorial of the Holy Guardian Angels. 3rd, funeral at 10 p.m. or a.m. 4, ultrasound. 7, Our Lady of the Rosary. 9, biopsy. 10, send package to Marianne. 14, neurologist visit. 16, funeral at 12:30. 18, ultrasound. 22nd, neurosurgeon visit. 23rd, funeral at 9, funeral at 11. 27, pick up Marianne from train station. November 1st, All Saints Day. November 2nd, All Souls Day. November 5th, surgery. Okay, from my understanding, the father owns a funeral home.
Shit. Yeah. Nice to see you too. Jack's room. It's like he never... Damn it. I used to think I'd never fit in. But Jack... he didn't mind my weirdness. He kept telling me I was special. Jack was a humble, religious man. He ran a funeral home, and I'd help out whenever I could. It felt good to be useful. Keep hissing at me. Who do you think's gonna feed you now? Jack was part of the Solidarity movement. He spent a few months in an internment camp, but even that couldn't dampen his spirit. Come on, Jack. Where'd you put it? Okay. Let's do this the other way. There you are. Okay, I think that's it. Jack's waiting downstairs. Time to say goodbye. Weird to be back in my old room. So many memories. Yeah. I used to have a thing for them. Don't know why, really. I guess they just used to make me happy. That's why there's so many of them here. Kids from the orphanage. Not all of them had my luck. That's why I kept coming back. To play. To take care of them. To listen. That was the least I could do. My oldest family heirloom. As a kid, I'd show this to people just to freak them out. I'd usually say something like, "Pretty sick, huh?" I was such a dork.
First name, Marianne. Last name, unknown. Age, 3 years old. Sex, female. Initial diagnosis: second-degree thermal burns covering 35% of total body surface area, trunk and upper limbs area. Suspected inhalation injury. Care, management, and stabilization. Early wound coverage. Respiratory support initiated. Fluid resuscitation initiated. Pain control initiated. Patient placed on high-flow oxygen until carbon monoxide poisoning is ruled out.
I used to get a lot of these. To me, they were like trophies. Badges of honor for doing the right thing. Jack wasn't too amused, but he did his best to cover for me. I kind of feel bad for making him go through all that.
Dear Mr. Orkan, we must request you to attend the next parent-teacher meeting, as we would like to discuss with you the situation that took place last Thursday. To recap, Marianne gave one of the students a message from his recently deceased grandmother. We understand it was Marianne's way of consoling her fellow students, but we're sure you realize that this behavior is inappropriate, to say the least. Given that this is not the first behavioral problem we've informed you about, we believe it's high time for us to meet and talk about Marianne's future in our school. Sincerely, Zofia Kanaya, Principal of Primary School Number 7.
Looks nourishing. Here you go. What's your face? Glad to see you're still kicking around.
Okay, I just have to say that cat is really well rendered. Symbolic funeral of the Serza mine. Miners from the Serza mine came to work today as usual, but instead of flashlights and pickaxes, they carried a black casket adorned with lit candles, a symbol of their company's demise. This is not the death of our mine, say members of the Serza Mine Rescue Committee. We will not let our jobs be buried. This casket is meant for the Vistula Coal Company, they add. The miners have also announced that they will come to work tomorrow. They refuse to accept that the Serza mine was liquidated. Meanwhile, their colleagues continue to protest outside of the company headquarters in Taichi, building a symbolic wall in the entrance. Each day they add another layer of bricks. There are only 5 left until the wall reaches the ceiling. NATO's new mission, projecting stability in a post-Cold War world. Earlier today, U.S. President Bill Clinton delivered a major foreign policy address to commemorate the fall of the Berlin Wall. The president commended the progress that was made in the last decade towards strengthening democracy in Central and Eastern Europe, while also outlining the challenges that lie ahead. The U.S. leader also emphasized the fact that his country's leadership and involvement have been critical to Europe's peaceful transformation. President Clinton's vision of an undivided, democratic, and peaceful Europe has now been furthered by another key achievement: the induction of Poland, Hungary, and the Czech Republic into the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. By doing so, the NATO leaders are hoping to strengthen these young democracies, ensuring their further contribution to the security and stability of Europe.
can't believe it's all still here. Oh, Jack. I guess I forgot about this one. I can do it now. Was the last photo I took of you, Jack. Shit. Interesting. We lived upstairs from Jack's funeral home. It wasn't as weird as it sounds. Besides, if it wasn't for that, I may never have learned to use my powers. Jack taught me to accept my condition. Of all my foster parents, he was the only one who saw it as a gift and not a curse. Yeah, who doesn't? Jack's in the prep room. Oh, weird. I don't remember locking it. The key should be in the office. Here it is.
Jack, Miss Nowak brought funeral payment confirmation today. It's in the cabinet. Also, Robert took Friday off, so we'll need to find someone else for the funeral. Marianne.
Not sure if I'm ready for this. Hey, Jack. I got your special clip. Now, where's your tie? Snazzy. You wouldn't have it any other way. I didn't expect this to be easy. I guess I didn't know what to expect. When things get personal, it just burns you from the inside out. There. I guess you're ready. But am I? can't you people read? The sign says closed.
Oh great, ghosts in a funeral home. This'll be fun.
What the hell? Guess you felt it too, huh? And then it happened, as it did so many times before. Just when I thought my day couldn't get any worse.
Oh, where is that darn notebook? I'm gonna be late. I need to find that. Marianne? Marianne, are you crying, my child?
It's fine, Jack.
Now, you didn't happen to see my notebook, did you, darling? My memory's a bit fuzzy. So much for aging gracefully, eh? Where is that thing?
Listen, Jack. You should probably get some rest. Forget the notebook.
Oh, no. I've got so much work, my dear.
It's okay,
I know,
Jack.
I can't just... What?
Let it go. It's not important.
I tried to play the medium, but it told me I had to play the extra large instead.
Oh, why is it so cold in here? Where is that notebook?
It's okay, Jack. It's okay.
My sweet little Marianne. What would I ever do without you?
Jack. Don't worry about it. It's time to get some rest.
Oh, Marianne.
Yeah?
Oh, I'm worried about the surgery. When I'm at the hospital, are you sure you're going to be all right?
Yes, Jack. It's gonna be fine.
You know, I
Why
promise.
is he wearing a mask and why is half his head missing?
Not while I'm around.
I'll be fine. I promise.
He is a spirit.
No risky stuff then. Huh? All right?
All right, Jack. Now, get some rest.
I need... Oh, yes. Be good, Marianne. I love you, my child. I've loved you since the moment you walked into my life. Remember that. Always.
Most people would give anything to have that opportunity. To say all the things that were left unsaid.
Did he say, I love you, man?
Didn't make things any easier. I could help 1,000.
No, he said, I love you, Marianne. Marianne is the girl you play. She's a medium. She can talk to spirits. she she basically is an adoptive daughter. He adopted her from an orphanage, and he was a funeral director, or a funeral, I guess an owner of a funeral home, and he passed away, and so she was getting his body ready for his funeral, and I guess she was able to communicate with him one last time before he crossed over. So this game is, as I mentioned earlier on in the stream, is made by Bloober Team, who is responsible for the Blair Witch game, Layers of Fear, and oh boy, what's the other one called? I can't remember the name right now, but it starred the actor from Blade Runner, the guy who played the head replicant in Blade Runner. No worries, Stu. But yeah, no, this game just came out today. It was released on the Xbox Series X last year, and it just got a PS5 release today. So that's why I'm doing stream of this right now. But unlike their other games, this game is less about survival horror and more about the adventure aspect. So this game is more adventure game quality and less survival horror and trying to avoid monsters and all that kind of stuff.
Souls cross over, but when it came to Jack, it still hurt like hell. I love you too, Daddy. I used to think everyone saw the world the way I did. Divided, torn between two realities. But no, I was the only one. Or so I thought.
Did you ever play Cognition?
There's another funeral home across town. I can give you the number.
Marianne.
Who is this?
You don't know me, Marianne. But I know
Great game.
Look, if this is a joke...
you need to listen to me, Marianne.
Okay, I'm hanging up.
I know what you are.
Yeah, Cognition. I believe that was the game series made by Jane Jensen, who did the Gabriel Knight games. Yeah, I do own them, actually. I have played them. They were really good. Yeah, no, they were pretty cool. This feels kind of similar in a sense. Now, what's interesting about this one, and the difference between this and Cognition is, in this one, when she goes into her ghost realm, her medium ghost realm, you actually play two scenes at the same time. So you play her in the real world and her in the ghost world at the same time. So that was the selling point of this game.
Jane created them, but her daughter was the primary voice actor.
No, yeah, Jane had a lot to do with them. I remember seeing her name in the credits. Whether she wrote the script or had at least some involvement, she was definitely involved in the Cognition games. Or at least, and even her company, I believe Pinkerton Road, which is her game company, was involved in the game at least. And I think her husband, Robert Holmes, wrote the musical score for Cognition.
What? Who is this?
My name is Thomas. I need your help.
Listen, if that's all you've got, I'm...
No, there's more. I can give you the answers you've been looking for.
I don't even know you.
It all starts with a dead girl.
What did you say?
The Niwa resort. Find me there. Please. The light, it's almost gone. It's not dark yet, but it's getting there. You're the only one who can stop it. You're my only chance.
Hello? Hello? Shit.
Okay, so because you missed the intro to this game, Stu, every time your character Marianne goes to sleep, she sees a vision of a girl in the woods who gets shot. And that's what she always says when she wakes up. It all started with a dead girl. And suddenly this guy calls her and knows about her dreams. So that's why she's so interested in going to the Niwa hotel to figure out what's going on.
Don't hang up. I need to tickle you. Please. Is it over?
No, that was the intro. It's just starting. If you haven't played any Bloober Team games yet, I would suggest you try them. They're really good. They're very detailed, very psychological for some of them. I don't think the medium, this game, is very psychological. It might be. I haven't really, like I said, I'm playing this for the first time. But their previous games, because it is stock footage. Their previous games are like Blair Witch and everything. They were very psychological, especially Layers of Fear, where you like literally played a painter who was slowly going insane. They're very psychological games. But yeah, so they're all out on PS4. Layers of Fear, Blair Witch. Uh-huh. What the hell, man?
Sorry.
And off I went, on nothing but a hunch. A call from a complete stranger. But I'd learned to trust my instincts, and there was something about this guy, his voice. Felt like I should know him. Either way, he sure seemed to know me.
With the blast shield down, how can she even fight?
She needs to use her instincts.
Yes, she needs to use her medium force.
The Niwa Workers Resort. Right off the bat, I could feel there
That was pretty
off
good.
about that place.
Feel the midi-chlorians flowing through you.
Anyone home? I guess not.
Niwa says hello. You would love it here, my dear. Amazing day room for kids and free art lessons. Lots of families. And the hotel is huge. I've never seen anything like it. Wish you could be here with me. Miss you. F.
You.
Miss you, F you. You're such an ass.
It's part of my charm, slightly smiling face.
You want to keep me out, Niwa? You're gonna have to do better than that. Not a whole lot of people knew about Niwa. It used to be a government-owned vacation resort. Until one day it just stopped. And so an urban legend was born. The Niwa Massacre. The details were always fuzzy. Crazed workers, ancient curses. You know, the usual. Huh. Hello.
This is what I call survival horror.
Stu, the game just started. Give it a second. Jesus.
What's this?
That other game you played had the dad acting like a lunatic even before the opening credits.
That was just because he was a bad actor.
His brains were blown out though.
Looks like an old fort. Might be my way in.
Warning, due to the recently unearthed remains, renovation works have been suspended pending archaeological examination.
Something happened here. The split would come and go. If a place had a story to tell, well, I guess I was there to listen.
Does she ever turn into a man?
No. So the ghosts see her in that other form with the white hair, and that's how she's able to talk to them when she goes into her medium mode. As well, certain puzzles in the game can only be solved if you go into that mode.
I wish I had a medium mode.
The place felt old and soaked in misery. Figures, I guess. 1,000 years of history doesn't just happen. It's paid for. But even in the deepest darkness, light can linger. Lonely, fragile, waiting for someone to embrace it. As I absorbed the energy, I wondered who it was that left it behind. A dying soldier whispering the name of his beloved? Or maybe just glad to be done with this world. In any case, I figured I could use it. Energy's energy, right? Oh, so that worked. Good for you, Marianne. These... So there I was, existing in two worlds, but never really living in either.
So this is strange. I don't why. Okay, so the entrance to the hotel was way the hell back there through the woods. What the hell? Why is the hotel 20,000 miles away?
Oh, what happened to you?
Time for dinner.
Yep, time there for dinner. That there's the medium redneck edition. We just go around through the woods and we eat them there dead deers.
The one thing I will say about this game is that the camera work is really nice. It's really well done. I like the different views that they've chosen for the cameras. Now, the thing about this game is that they were inspired by the classic Silent Hill games. They mentioned that during the game's design. And actually, the composer for this game is the original composer for the first 3 Silent Hill games.
What the hell are you, Niwa? The aura in that place. I've seen others like it, but never this intense. It was like a landfill of memories, emotions, and none of them good.
It says Niwa, not Niwo.
I think she's pronouncing it by the Polish name. It's I think the W is pronounced Niwa, so I think it's the Niwa Hotel.
How come she's like, I wondered why all the written language was in Czech. How come she's not like, I meant to say.
Hello? Anybody in there? Locked. Obviously. There's gotta be another way.
Niwa Hotel. Why not a Hilton or a Marriott? Who decided to put this Polish or Czech hotel or whatever right in the middle of rural America?
The Polish, obviously. They were like, wow, look at this huge waste of land that only has dead deer. Let's build a hotel.
Well, I've already proven my prowess as a dumpster climber. Shit,
LOL.
the handle's missing. Maybe I could replace it with something. Huh? Ah. I think there's a broken window up there. If only I could reach it.
Niwa Resort, summer of 1969, inauguration. The first secretary of the Polish United Workers' Party comrade, Władysław Gomulka, honored Krakow and took part of an official inauguration of the Niwa Resort, the new center of the socialist joy and recreation. Working class of Lesser Poland finally has a place to spend family time in the bosom of nature. The main building and the lodge area are comfortable, yet simple. As simple are the socialistic spirit and philosophy. Special thanks to the architect, future manager, and a committed party member, Mr. Rakowicz, without whom the Niwa Resort would be impossible to design, construct, and build. XXV anniversary of establishing Polish People's Republic.
Establishing. Not establishing. Establishing.
Hey, old timer.
I didn't say establishing. What are you on about?
Doubling as a spare bedroom, apparently. Hope you don't mind if I, pop your trunk.
That was a typo.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, they have typos in their games. Oh, you had a typo. Oh, okay. Well, they also have typos in their games.
Sign.
So did the sign. Turning into Arnold Schwarzenegger on us. They do have typos in their games. They are an indie game company, and they don't really have too many games. They only have about 4 or 5. And, this is, I'm pretty sure this is like their 5th game. And all of their games are on PS4. My love, summer in full swing. The resort is stuffed to the gills. And if you know what that means, more work for yours, truly. But it's good work. Honest work. Mr. Rakowicz said he'd like to keep me on. Can you believe it? I won't screw this up. Not this time. Promise. F you. That's for you, Stu.
Not
LOL.
much here. Although, this could come in handy.
Well, she's got a screwdriver, so now she can finally screw something.
Ow! Shit! What the hell?
Drink the screwdriver.
Wrong screwdriver.
So began the great dumpster heist of 1999. I'm starting to get tired of your shit, Niwa.
This game takes place in 1999.
Yeah, so the main story, yeah. I believe this hotel is from the 1960s or 70s, though. Based on the postcards alone, it looks like it's from the 60s or 70s, and has long been since abandoned.
So it's true. The Niwa massacre. I need to find this Thomas guy and get the hell out of here.
So yeah, there is action in this game from my understanding. There is a demon in this resort called the Maw who stalks you and stuff like that. The only reason I know this is because I've been talking to other people who've played the Xbox Series X version of the game. So the Maw in this game is voiced by Troy Baker, who is best known as Joel from the Last of Us games.
Hello? Anyone? Thomas? You there?
Isn't he also Nathan Drake slash?
No, that's Nolan North. Troy Baker was in Uncharted 4 as Nathan Drake's brother, Sam Drake. Yeah, I don't know if my microphone went off there. Just to clarify, in case you didn't hear, oh, you got it. Okay. Okay, cool. Now I just picture an ad for Niwa Resort. Travel in style, travel in comfort. Niwa Resort, the place for all your cataclysmic death needs. Polish legends. Why do my teeth fall out? What? Brunon Kowalski, Helena Smock, Victoria Morer, Boris Zalazzo. Dude, what is with the fucking writing on this? It's only captioned the names of the people who signed. Like, seriously, I am Cat and I liking my balls. Fuck you, Candle. I don't even know. Candy? I don't even know what the fuck that says. Sinners be damned. I feel so pathetic and ugly laying here waiting for you. Vote for Pedro. That's funny. Oh boy. You will break. Okay. Fuck me. I'm bad. Stay in the lines. What the hell?
LOL.
Quality time by the lake. And there's the mother drowning the kid she didn't want. My dearest, I know I promised to visit, but guess what? I got promoted. Yes, really. Meet the new chief of staff. I really think this might be it. A fresh start, a place to call home. For us, I mean. You, me, the kids. I know it sounds crazy, but just think about it. Yours forever. F you.
LOL.
Hello? Thomas? Easy, Marianne. It's just a good old-fashioned haunted hotel. Calm calm your ass down and answer the bell.
Okay, these buggers. Jesus. Okay, so the sound of that bell was actually coming through the PlayStation 5's controller speaker. So I was not expecting that. I was like, what the fuck?
Startled me.
I did, didn't I? You look real scared. I'm Sadness.
Marianne. Sadness. Is that your name? I mean, you seem pretty cheerful to me.
Well, it's what I remember. My friends used to call me by a different name. But I don't remember what it was.
Your friends?
Oh yeah, I used to have a lot of friends here. But they're all gone
now. Did something happen to them?
I don't really want to talk about it.
That's okay. So, do you live here? All by yourself?
You wouldn't believe how boring it gets sometimes.
I can imagine. This place must have been...
Oh yes! So busy. People coming and going all the time. Always someone to play with.
Must have been nice.
It was. Not anymore.
So, tell me, what happened?
I remember. People stopped coming. Only a few of them stayed. But they became very sad. Very angry. They might hurt you.
Thanks. But I can take care of myself. Hey, I was wondering, have you seen...
Marianne?
Yes.
Would you play with me? Just for a little while. It's been so long since I played with anyone.
Oh, okay. But I need your help first.
Yes. Yes! Anything,
I'm
Marianne!
looking for a man. Thomas. Do you know him?
Let me think. I've heard that name before.
Take your time.
Oh yeah. The second floor. We can look there. Come on. Hurry,
Wait!
Marianne.
I can't go that way! Damn. I need to get up there somehow.
So, in case you're wondering about why the characters, like the ghosts, wear these like pale white masks, they modeled all of the supernatural settings after a Polish artist named Zdzisław Beksiński, who did a lot of dystopian surrealistic artwork. And a lot of his ghosts that he painted always wore these pale white masks. So A lot of the alternate realm that she goes into is heavily inspired by that artist.
Hey, an elevator. Might as well see if it works.
I'm gonna look around first before going in that elevator. There might be something to pick up here.
Sadness. I wished I knew her real name. Shit. Okay, Marianne, just take a deep breath and... let go. There. A fuse box. Need some energy to spark it up. Gotta move fast. An out-of-body experience. It's like taking a plunge into nothingness. Stay under for too long and it just pulls you in. Okay, Marianne. Now get your ghostly ass back and power up that elevator.
The art of internationally acclaimed painter Richard Tukowski for the first time in the Niwa resort, 14th of June, 30th July, 1982. Okay, really? 1982? The postcards look like they're from the 60s or 70s. Well, that's interesting.
Where did she go? Huh. What is that? Sadness? Okay. Not getting through here. Holy shit. I didn't even know I could do that.
I have you muted because I'm on the phone with an insurance company, but it would be cool if in the real world there was some obstacle that
Gross. It looks like flesh. Is that skin? Looks like the only way. Great. What was that?
Hi, Stu.
That would be Jasper.
I'm an idiot. I'm gonna drunkenly commentate on this game. So right now, what we're doing is, there's two fucking screens. This is confusing the shit out of me. Just a warning to anybody listening from now on, this is no longer PG-13, so if you're a kid, stop watching it at this point. I don't know why you're on YouTube by yourself.
This wasn't a PG-13 stream to begin with.
Okay, well anyway, so I'm just gonna keep commentating on this for the rest of the game. Oh, there's a magical lamp. Rub it. Oh, it's got nothing. Okay, well, smash it then.
The spark's too weak to absorb. It's like it's missing something. Like I'm in for another dive. If only I had something sharp. An old prescription. I know these drugs all too well. Shit, there are thousands of them. I'm gonna need more energy to get through. Nuh-uh. The spark's too weak to absorb. It's like it's missing something. Some objects soak up moments from the past. Just squeeze in the right spot and let it pour out.
Ah, sunflower, weary of time. For my favorite nurse.
Oh, Mr. Tarkovsky, you shouldn't have.
Please, it's the least I can do for all the good work you do around here.
Huh. An actual happy memory. So there's more to this place than just doom and gloom.
Dear Ursula, you're probably wondering why I would write this letter instead of expressing myself directly. The reason, I'm afraid, is painfully simple. I'm writing this because I'm a coward. Because I couldn't bring myself to look you in the eye and say what is meant to be said, what must be said. Because the mere thought of breaking the heart of someone so delicate, so fragile, is simply more than I can bear. Ursula, my dearest... Where are we here? Ursula, my dearest Ursula, these past few months have brought joy to my heart. To know you are there for me. To feel our friendship blossom. And yet that is all it can be. Friendship, close, pure, true, but never more. Please try to understand. Being this close, this exposed to someone who has never been easy for me. Life and its struggles have left me changed, damaged in ways you couldn't possibly comprehend. You deserved someone to hold you, to share life's joy and sorrows with you. How I wish I could be that person, but I'm not. Words cannot express my regret, as I know, deep in my heart, this marks the end of our friendship. Please forgive me. Forever your friend, RT.
Idiot. Useless old hag. Why would he care any more than the others?
It's more than grief. More than despair. This letter crushed her spirit. spark's too weak to absorb. Looks like it's missing something.
Ah, sunflower, weird.
Oh.
I apologize, guys. I'm really stuck here. I have no idea. I know I have to power that that light thing to suck up the energy to destroy those moths. I just don't know how to do it. As I said, this is my first playthrough. I just got this game today, so I don't know what I'm doing. So hopefully I'll figure it out. If not, I'm probably going to end the stream for now.
What do you mean, guys? Is there someone else here? Maybe a spirit? Slightly smiling face.
No, Jasper was watching as well, and also people after the fact. If people join in and watch the stream later on, I kind of just talk to everybody. Ruby-looking thing in the real world. What room did... Near the notepad. Are you talking about that? Oh. Bastard. I thought you were trying to help me out. Fuck.
It's a button. Yeah. I was. No, the heckling was about the viewers. I was serious about the red thing.
Yeah, unfortunately that red thing, you can't really interact with it, so I have no idea. There's an inventory object I'm missing that I need to use in the vase to power it, but I don't see anything I can pick up, both in the real world or the spirit world. So I'm kind of confused here.
Maybe a switch.
Yeah, this is very confusing. And knowing me, it's probably something very obvious, but I'm not seeing anything.
This thing looks strong.
Take off your shirt. That should create...
There... Okay. There we go. So I just had to do an outer body experience to get across here. That's cool. I keep forgetting that you can do the out-of-body experience. So there was my problem. So hopefully I can grab something over here that'll do something. Okay. Jesus, what the...
That was my cock.
Who the shit is Mike Hawk? Are you senile again? What's going on? Stu, stay with me. God.
This thing isn't a razor, it's guilt, shame, regret.
Come on, it's one of those joke names.
Disturbingly satisfying.
I know you're there. Wish I had the strength to cut you out. You don't deserve to exist. You're nothing.
There have been times when I thought about ending it all, but I was too afraid that a part of me would go on, trapped on the other side, forever.
How does he know you so well, Jeremy?
What are you talking about? My God. Anyway, yeah, the one thing I need to get used to this is the fact that both screens have stuff to interact with, and it's very hard to pay attention to one screen and then pay attention to the other screen, at least for me. I find that my eyes are often darting while in this mode.
This could be useful. The light of a memory strong enough to defy this place.
It works for me. I'm sort of looking at one screen with each eye.
You want me to read you another one, darling? Oh, look at this mess. Don't worry, I'll clean you up in no time. I'm here for you, my love.
This man, Tarkovsky, he ended up as her patient?
So just a little bit of interesting details here. So this game did actually really well when it came out for the Xbox Series X. And I'm assuming it's going to do well for the PS5. There is talks that there is going to be a sequel within the next year or two. So, which is interesting because not many of their games have ever gotten sequels. I mean, Layers of Fear 2 did, but Layers of Fear did with Layers of Fear 2, but I don't believe it did as well as the first game. The Blair Witch game was its own thing, and I mean, it was loosely based on the Blair Witch Project movie, but it was more so their version of the Blair Witch Project, which was more dark and ominous.
There. Now it's strong enough. Like moths to a flame.
I'll be honest, as a fan of supernatural content and of ghosts in general, I have lived in haunted places in the past, surprisingly. I do really like this game. I mean, it is slow, but I know it's gonna catch up, and there are demons and stuff at some point. Because that's what's going on, from my understanding, with this hotel, is that it's haunted by a demon. So we will be encountering that at some point. So this looks like it's going to build up really well, and I think it's going to be really cool.
I would have gotten away with all of this if it weren't for those meddling kids.
Zoinks, like, hey Scoob, like you're right.
I wish I could upload an audio clip.
Okay, so
Skin open with guilt,
I know, yes, I love to cut skin open with guilt.
and it just vanishes.
Yep. Yeah. I need to find more power for my arm so that I can get through those moths. But I don't know where I'm going to go to get that, because that flower that was providing me with the power, flower power, is in the room where the moths are.
My arm has plenty of power, you wimp.
Yeah, Stu, I think the only one who would be impressed by that is George Takei.
LOL. It's George Takei, you fool.
No, I know.
Gay.
No, I know. It's a joke, because that's what William Shatner always calls George Takei. He calls him George Takei, and George gets really upset about it. I don't understand this. There's got to be something upstairs in this stairwell, but it's not letting me go up any further. That's so annoying. Unless I end the out-of-body experience here and she's there? No.
I know. Yes. I understand. Just give me some time. A few days. You'll get what you want.
Ugh. That voice. I don't know why, but it gives me shivers.
She needs to clean the left side of her spirit jacket.
Yeah, I know, right? It's all covered in bird poop. I think I figured this out now. I was supposed to run through those moths. I didn't do that the first time. I think I should have enough of her.
Bird shit on it.
Yeah, I know. Dirty old woman. I think I have enough to get through these moths now, hopefully. Sweet! Okay, perfect, we did it. Alright. So that was my issue before. I kind of just walked through with the power and caused it to drain too fast. Reclaiming history. Fire erupts in the sky. Explosions echo across the wilderness. Sparks rain down on the ruins of Fort Pulaski, a once impenetrable fortress that saw some of the most intense fighting during the 1945 offensive against Hitler's forces. This time, however, it was not bombs or mortar fire that lit up the night sky, but a spectacular display of fireworks that marked the grand opening of the Niwa Workers' Resort. The event was attended by the leaders of the party, including the first secretary, who had this to say during the gala. Let this site of victorious struggle against the forces of evil become a place of respite for the working people of the Republic in times of peace and prosperity. Liberated in January 1945 by the heroic Red Army, the historical landmark is currently undergoing renovations and will soon be open to the public at large. The Niwa Workers' Resort will welcome its first guests by the end of June.
Old invoices. Outdated documents. Wonder why someone put them out here.
It's almost complete. The main building turned out better than expected. Now it's just a matter of finishing up the less obvious parts of the resort. God damn, this place is perfect. Remote, peaceful, hidden away from prying eyes. Talk about hiding in plain sight. Took some doing to convince them to let us stay. Luckily, I can be quite persuasive when I need to. Oh yeah, I think I finally got it. I'll call it Niwa.
Manager, huh?
Marianne!
Oh, Sadness. We gotta stop meeting like this.
I told you to follow me!
Take it easy, Sad. This place is huge. It's easy to get lost.
Just stick with me.
Okay. I'll stick like a tick.
You're funny.
This Thomas Rekovich.
What?
Oh, right. Listen, hun. You said you remembered someone named Thomas. Was it Thomas Rekovich? Was he the manager here?
I guess.
You think he stuck around?
I'm not sure. There was an old man here very recently, I think. Oh.
And you think it was Thomas?
Oh, I don't know. Old men all look the same, all wrinkly and all blah.
Hey, that's not very nice. Well, if he's still around, I've got an infestation to report.
Marianne! I feel... I don't think we should be here.
It's okay, Sadness. Look, there's no one... here. Sadness?
She didn't seem too sad.
Is it just me, or is her leg rotting? I just noticed that in this light. Her on the ghost form of her or whatever, her leg looks like it's rotting like that little girl's. It's like all like ripped open. I never noticed that before. I don't think she had that before.
It all hit me as soon as I entered the room. Anguish. Fear.
Hard to tell,
Longing.
but it looks like at minimum her pants are torn.
I could instantly tell there was more to that clock than met the eye. Locked. Grand opening, I assume. Hey, is that the first secretary? They must have had some big plans for this place. What the hell happened here? Burn marks? Broken glass and... Is that salt? It still works. Someone's been using it. Too small to fit a door. My senses jolted as I touched the phone. I could tell it had been used recently. To call me. Someone jotted this down recently.
To do. 3 o'clock. Get up. Don't turn off that alarm clock. 3:15. Medication. 3:30. Double check the forest path. 4 o'clock. Get to the hotel. Clear out the old papers. 5 o'clock. Get on with the research. Develop photos if there's time. 7 o'clock. Double check the office. Books. 9 o'clock. Check up on Elle.
There we go. That's as far as it goes. There. An imprint. Is that... Thomas? As I moved the clock hand, I realized it was a junction between realities. It's rare, but I'd seen it before.
No. Don't do it. I can't. We must. Wait. I can feel... something's wrong. It's coming.
Looks like a passage.
It's taking too long. What am I missing?
Looks like I'm in for another dive. Someone tried real hard to keep this place a secret. Wonder what's in here on the other side.
Gotta check the wiring. I'd hate to get stuck in there.
A spirit well. I could absorb some of that energy.
I'm so lost without you. I don't know if I can do this. Enough. Get it together.
Let's see if it worked.
Well, that's interesting. I don't know what that did. I powered that fuse box in the ghost realm, and I figured it would have opened the passageway in the real world, but it didn't. That's the one thing I read about reviews of this game, is that it doesn't hold your hand. It's one of those adventure horror games where you really have to figure out all these puzzles yourself. Yeah, it's I'm definitely loving it. I definitely am enjoying it a lot. It's just I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, I think I'm going to end this here because I have no idea what I'm doing and I don't want to just wander around aimlessly. So I'm going to end this here for now. So thank you, Stu, as usual, for joining the stream, and thank you, Jasper, for your always color commentary. Just as an FYI, I'm probably going to be making an extra spot on my YouTube channel for Jasper. And so we're going to be doing some streams with him, because I think we're going to do a section for him, which it will be dedicated to him basically playing games and bad-mouthing them. Because I think people really like his sense of humor, and so we're going to have a little section there dedicated to him. And yeah, so if you like what you've seen, please consider liking, subscribing. I do PS4, PS5, PC, and VR games. Alrighty, so thank you again, Stu, for joining. Thank you, Jasper, for your quick commentary earlier on. And I will see you guys soon with another video. Probably going to be streaming Victoria either later today or tomorrow. And so that's what we'll be doing soon. And possibly doing a 2-player co-op game with Jasper where we will both be commenting on it and playing it together. And I think that's going to be a lot of fun as well. All right, thank you very much and have a wonderful day, guys. Take care.